is Revelations chapter 12, verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil, which means deceiver. In the Greek, it goes back to the word diablos, which means deceiver. And Satan, which means adversary, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. His this system set up to deceive. This devil has set up systems in place to deceive the whole world, to deceive his own people, to deceive the very elect. If the Most High didn't open up their mind to not be ignorant of Satan's devices, and he has everybody deceived under the impression that well, for one, you had this Pride Month bullshit, and all these people from these different walks of life, and who claim to believe in the Bible, or some pastors, but they uphold this toleration of everybody, of this madness, pride. All the scriptures in the Bible mention about pride, and how the Lord hates pride. Pride comes before the downfall. But still here, this place upholds pride and everything vile and wicked. This place just gotta go, man. It has to. Um, I'm gonna jump to Proverbs 14. This place is set up to where you think you're in good cause, the scriptures say, but it's not. When you look up, you being deceived, you being oppressed, and especially the poor, man. Jake can't catch a break, man. And the more righteous you try to live, that's when you really feel it. So if you ain't feeling no pressure from this place, man, you might as well just join Esau's band, man. You might as well join in with this place. Cause if you ain't feeling it, man, the Most High not taking you through nothing so you can get to something. But this is Proverbs 14:31. He that oppresseth the poor reproacheth his maker, but he that honoreth him hath mercy on the poor. Esau not having no mercy on the poor. In fact, he pours out more wrath on the poor. They don't want to see you in good condition. But ultimately this is not our rest, so it's gonna be hell. Especially if you ain't sold out to the devil, man. Esau he disregards the Most High, man. But he'll come in front of the Most High to accuse us of breaking his laws. What a fucking devil, man. You see, these elite Edomites, they know that they the wicked, and they doing their job to the T, man. It's Jake that can't get his head out his ass. Said he thinking that if you just play by these rules of Babylon, then you will get along. And that may be true to an extent, but you morally gonna be fucked up inside. Nothing about this place should entice you, man. Uh, I'm gonna skip over to chapter 22, and I'm on my phone because this wind just is not letting the page just stay open in my sword. Uh, this is verse 16. Salakia. He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches, and he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want. Yeah, all these nations have oppressed the poor, or the Israelite, and they gonna come to want. The Most High is gonna strip all of this power from Esau, and the luxuriousness of getting over, getting free or cheap labor off of the Israelites, man, to build these other nations. Most High ain't gonna let them give it away with that. But at the same time, this is our punishment, so you gotta take the shit on the chin. You know, you gonna lose family, may lose job, you may lose, friends, you may lose a household. But think of what you gain, man. Think of what you gain. Kingdom without rulership without end. Joint heirs with Yahweh Shai, man. That's heavy, man. That's heavy, man. That's something to think and meditate about, man. How lucky we are, or, how lucky you are, man, to heard the truth, and the Most High opened your ears. So, but it comes with scourges and bumps and bruises, man. It's all in the territory. It's a part of the job. Jake be quick to say, "Oh, that ain't in my job description." Well, if you trying to be a man of the Lord, if you uh, think that this is your role and what you're supposed to be doing, it is a part of your job, man. To catch hell, to be hated, So I'm gonna continue, and they constantly, man, increasing their riches, man. How much is enough? I'm gonna grab Micah, um, chapter 2, verse 12. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, but it is in the power of their because it is in the power of their hands, and they covet fields and take them by violence. Isn't that what these devils, these Edomites, whether it's been whatever part of the world they in, these no melanin, baloney people have taken everything by violence, by force, and just from covetousness. That's their track record. That's their history. Who they've proven themselves to be the Edomites that the Bible speak of. And houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. So a man can't even govern his house, man, the way he's supposed to, without being in fear of these devils coming and hauling him off to jail. You can't discipline your children. You can't even have bass in your voice out here, damn near, because they can charge you with verbal assault causing mental anguish. Ask me how I know. This shit is just oppression on a man, like the scriptures say. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. And that's what they did to the Israelites. Where in the scriptures do it say black people, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans? Where does it say that in the scriptures, man? What is black culture, man? You know, these are all. This is all proverbs and bywords that was spoken of in the book of Deuteronomy, that we will be called. We will forget our heritage, and they cause us to forget our heritage. These people have to go, man. They the cancer of the earth and the border of wickedness, as the scriptures say. You're not white. You're more like a baloney color. Um, I'm gonna jump to Ecclesiastes. See if my sword will stay open. Ecclesiastes chapter 5, um, verse 8. If thou seest the oppression of the poor and violent perverting of judgment and justice in a province, marvel not at the matter. For he that is higher than the highest regarded, and there be higher than they. So ultimately, it's the Most High's plan, man. Everything is going according to the Most High's plan. From the perverting, from the perversion, the perverseness of how things go out here. You know, if you got money, you can pervert a judgment. Scriptures say a gift destroyeth the heart. You know, and that's how a lot of these people get off with murder, with robbery, with embezzlement. You know, the hate crimes. You know, and it's because they have money. Money. The scriptures say money is a defense. Money is a defense. And it can cause you, especially in Babylon the Great, to pervert judgment. These judges be bought off, man, all the time. A lot of times they lock up Jakes for nothing, because somebody has money enough to get you thrown in jail for no reason. You know, uh, 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 Esau get locked up all the time, or get accused all the time of the same or worse crimes than Jake, but he get the lesser punishment, or if any punishment at all. They pervert judgment. They are not fit for rulership, man. And the earth is the witness to that. They don't rule well. I'm gonna hop back to Proverbs, chapter 26. And it reads, whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. Let me read that again. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein. Yeah, Esau is constantly digging, devising plans, coming up with systems to trap Jacob, man. Whether that be through child support, through these three strike laws, through the list go on. It slips my mind at the moment, but there's countless ways to get Jake caught up. And each individual state or city, they all have their own little different laws, or they city ordinances as they call. And a lot of times they won't have a rule until they see you doing something, then make something up about it. But the same snares that they have been put out for Jake, Esau's getting caught up in it. Like for instance, this giving all these women all these liberties. Now, these women are coming back at Esau and exposing his wickedness, exposing his hatred toward Jake, uh, 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 running off from Jake. I mean, Salakia, running off from Esau, and and basically becoming Jake's bed wench, because they know that these Edomites are really, really homosexual at nature, man. They vile. They think of all the disgusting things to do and say and partake in. So the same ditch that they dug for Jake is being they falling into it. Child support. These Edomite women, these Shedemites, they leaving these Edomites, taking their money, you know, uh, uh, uploading information about them that they thought was hidden, exposing them. But you know, you did this to yourself. I'm gonna end it with Deuteronomy 30:7. Because the Most High is doing exactly what He said He was gonna do, but pertaining to our enemies. This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemy, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. And thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord, and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day. So the Lord is turning these curses around and putting them on Esau. And the big one that's going on is Esau is the new nigga, per se. He's the new proverb in the earth. The new one to be hated and despised of. And there's more to come, man. But with that, I'm gonna say shalom and a Baba Ball.